Do y'all see that? It's here. Ooh, there she is. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm just get this out the way. Do not mind my nails. They look a little crazy, but you know, it's okay. So as y'all already know, this is a Anacrylic unboxing and review. Here we have the package. I already kind of opened it already because I was a little excited off camera, but as you can see, it's a little tough here. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. So I bought 3 acrylic powders, as y'all can see here. We have Cover Pink, Perfect Nude, and Moana, which is an orange color. So let's just go ahead and get into it. But before we get into it, let's just go ahead and do our notification shout outs. These are the first 3 people that commented on my last video. I want to give you guys a big shout out. Thank you guys so much for having your post notifications turned on. And if you would like a shout out like these 3 people, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and make sure you have your post notifications turned on. That way you're notified each and every time I post, and you can be the first 3 people to comment on my videos so you can get a shout out. Okay, that was a mouthful, but let's go ahead and move on. Let's get into these acrylics. So along with the 3 acrylics, we just have a little thank you card here. This looks like it's just a thank you card with all of her socials and all that other good stuff right there. So shout out to her. Now let's get into this review. Alright, so I'm going to do some swatches here in a sec, which is why I got my gloves on. But I just want to let you guys know about pricing and how long it took to get to me and all that other good stuff. So I ordered this on August 14th, I believe, and then I received it August 23rd. So that gives it a week that it took to get to me, so it didn't take that long actually. Really not mad about that. Each of these jars were $15 and shipping was about $6, I want to say. So the total came up to I think $51 it was altogether. So no, this isn't a paid promotion. This isn't a PR package. I paid for this with my own money, so this is going to be an honest, well, all of my reviews are honest whether I'm getting paid to do it or not. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So this is the Perfect Nude, and I really needed a nude, which is why I wanted to get one from her to see how hers would be. And I love these caps. Oh my gosh, those other caps that kind of sealed in and you kind of gotta pick it to kind of get it up and pry it and peel it off. I hate those caps. Oh my gosh, because you know, sometimes they're so hard to get up, and then other times they're easier to get up, which means the acrylic is spilling all over the place. It's just a mess. But with these, it seals it in, and then you have this little tab here which makes it easy to remove, and that is the nude right here. All right, and this one is the Moana. Look how bright that is. Ooh. And then this one here is Cover Pink. Y'all, this is my last thing of monomer, so let's make it count. Oh shoot, crap. Y'all already know we have to do our display swatches, so I'm going to do that as I go. By the way, I get these little display swatches. Well, I got mine from Shein, but I've seen that you can get them on Amazon as well. So I'm going to be doing the swatches on these little display nails, or whatever they're called. Now, I have heard, and I don't like to go by stuff that I've heard or whatever. I like to try things myself. But I've heard a few times that her acrylics can be chalky. So we're gonna see if that's true or if it's not or whatever. We're gonna go with the pink first and see. Get a decent size bead. Oh crap. Let's try that again. Let's try it again. There we go. Can y'all see that? That is the pink. That one, ooh, it looks a bit marbly. We're gonna try that again. This time I'm gonna do it like on the front of the nail instead of underneath. Let's see what it does. Okay. What I'm noticing like right off the bat is it gives you enough time to work with the product and it doesn't dry so quickly. So, which is a plus, especially for beginners. Like, we need enough time to work it down. But I am noticing that it does marble just a tad bit. But after I was working with the product and kind of working it down the nail, it leveled out. So, I mean, that's good. Now, the acrylic is taking a little bit longer to dry than I'm used to. Because, look, it's still wet. And usually by now, that would be dry. So it does take a little longer to dry than I'm used to, but I will say if you're not a beginner and you've been doing nails for a while, so you're used to acrylic, that might annoy you a little bit, the fact that it takes a little longer to dry, but it's really kind of personal preference, I guess. Just a little corner. The display swatch isn't as marbly. Let's see, place that there. And it really lets you mold it to what you want it to be. That's like my favorite part about this acrylic. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I can see what they mean about the chalkiness. It is a little chalky, like the consistency is a little chalky, but I think the chalkiness is the reason why it's so easy to work with and easy to mold it down to what it needs to be, and it doesn't dry so quickly and all that other good stuff. So I think it's a reason for it. While it's not my favorite, but I'm not gonna rule her out for it. I'm really not mad at this acrylic. Like, it's really not bad. As y'all can see, this one isn't so marbly. And I like the nude, like I like the color. But see how that didn't dry right there? And like how that's kind of still dragging too. It's not my favorite thing about this acrylic. But like, it blends on down, so it's okay. Let's get that little piece off right there. I don't know why, but looking at this acrylic, it's really making me want some chocolate milk. Oh, that's a lot. It'll be all right. All right, last but not least, let's do Moana, I think it's called. So another reason why I wanted to get this color was because sometimes bright colors can be very marbly. And I wanted to see if, since this color is so pigmented, would that change its consistency? See, look, that's what we mean by like the chalky mess. But still, look at that. It's a beautiful color. It gives a beautiful color. It doesn't marble. It gives you enough time to work with it down. Like, okay. I promise you, the only thing that will affect how I rate this, the fact that it takes a little longer to dry than I would like. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but this one is a little bit more runnier than the other acrylic powders. And I think it's because it's more pigmented, which is understandable. So I'm not really too mad about it because it's still manageable. It's not like so runny to the point where I'm like chasing after the bead. Like I'm chasing after the acrylic and I don't have any control. I still have control over over it for the most part. And do a little swatch for the display dot. There we go. I love the fact that this pigment doesn't marble. Oh my gosh. And this is what the display dots look like on top of the acrylic jar. So I want to put the names of the acrylic right here on the stick so I know which one is which, what came from what. So I got this label maker and I'm just going to type in the name. This one is Cover Pink. So let's turn it on. Let's put in Cover, C-O. And then press this button and then it comes right on out. And they look like this all together. I had switched up the font size on that one, but yeah. So now let's do a quick little recap. Now first we have the Cover Pink. Now I'm going to give the Cover Pink a 6 out of 10, and the reason being is, number one, it's a little marbly. When I first started laying it, you can clearly tell like it was 2 tones of pink showing, and I really had to work with it to kind of even it out. This was the only color that had that marbling effect, which was a little disappointing, but overall it was very easy to work with. Now to one of my favorite ones, the Perfect Nude. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. I really love this color. The main reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 is because of drying time. Like the acrylic itself takes a little bit longer to dry, and I found this in all 3 of the colors, not just this one. And then also the chalkiness. The acrylic is a little chalky, which I saw across all 3 of the acrylics that I purchased. But honestly, I'm willing to look over those 2 things. I actually love this. Now lastly, we have Moana. Now I'm also going to give Moana an 8 out of 10. I actually love this one because it's so pigmented, but yet it's still so easy to work with. I love that. Now some of the cons, it is a little runnier than the other ones, but I'm guessing that's because it is a pigmented powder. But compared to other pigmented powders that I've used in the past, this one takes the cake, honestly. I'm not chasing after the acrylic. It still gives me time to mold it, and I love that. Now overall, I will give Anacrylics an 8 out of 10. Like, I like it overall. I think the thing that I really love about it is the fact that it gives you enough time to really shape and mold the acrylic. It doesn't dry so quickly, but the downside again is the fact that it takes a little longer to dry. I'm honestly willing to overlook that factor, so I probably would buy from her again. But honestly, it's your personal preference. If you don't like acrylics that take a little bit longer to dry and that are a little chalkier, then I wouldn't recommend this. I wouldn't think this would be an acrylic for you. But if you're willing to look over that and you're looking for an acrylic that doesn't dry so quickly, that allows you to work with it, that isn't as runny, then I would definitely recommend Anacrylics. But that was my whole review on Anacrylics. I hope this was helpful to potential buyers. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't done so already. My next upload is this Saturday, and for that one, I'm gonna let you guys pick my nail set on Instagram. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you follow my Instagram and stay tuned for that poll that I'll put up so you guys can pick which nail set I'll do. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.